All right, homies, grab your waters and get ready for some stories. Have a sip, probably. Might be thirsty. Is this lighting bad? I don't know. Looks okay to me. Anyways, hi. If you haven't seen this vlog before, my name is Cameron Terrero. I am currently studying abroad in Argentina, Buenos Aires, the capital. And this is like my third week or something. This is my second vlog, obviously, so it's just been a little bit of time here, but it feels like fucking years. Oh my god, sorry. Freaking years. But freaking love it here. It's crazy. Like, I didn't think I would like it because it's such a huge city, but I think I like it even more because there's like little cultural hubs and there's like little things and there's always something to do, and I really like that because it's like there's always somewhere to walk and there's always somewhere to go and there's always like an adventure to be had, and I really like that because I think in smaller towns like there's always something to do, but I think the crappy thing is that you always have to have a car, you have to have some sort of transportation, and like I don't have transportation. Like, I don't own a car, I don't own a bike, I own my two legs, and that's how I get around. And so here, like, everything is in walking distance, or you can take a train, or you can take, well, more like a subway. You can take a subway, or you can take you can take a train also, but trains are not, like, for stuff in the city. Like, if you want to go and do other stuff, that's what the train for. And then you can take the bus as well, There's, like, all these options for, like, getting around, and I really like that because in smaller cities, there's, like, decent transportation, but it's not, like, 24/7, or it's not, like, doesn't take you to everywhere, so you may have to walk a really long distance, whereas, like, here, it's like it takes you pretty close to where you want to be, and, like, maybe you have to walk, like, 5 minutes, okay, that's not that bad, rather than walking, like, 15 or 20 minutes in a smaller town because it dropped you off, like, 5 or 6 blocks away from your house, rather than, like, 2 or 3, which I really appreciate, but anyways. That was my tangent about how I really like public transportation. Public transportation in other countries is really awesome. In the US, it's okay, like riding the bus and stuff like that. It's still pretty expensive and not always that convenient. Like, it doesn't have that much buses running at the same time. So, like, you could be waiting upwards of like an hour to 2 hours for one bus. And then you could be on the bus to 2 to 3 hours just so you could get across town. Whereas, like, here, I feel like people are getting, like, quite a further distance in just 1 hour, so they don't have to, like, leave, like, literally, like, waste all that time, because that's such, like, commute time is, like, such a huge waste of time, like, in my honest opinion. Like, if there's a preferred way of transportation, like, you should figure out a way to do that, or move closer to where you work, or something like that. Like, personally, I want to live in walking distance of where I go to work when I go back to the States, just because I think that would be easiest. But I also want to move somewhere like Seattle, so that's another thing, is like trying to find a job where I can live within like walking or riding the bus distance rather than like stuff like that. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you could ride a bike, like, it's faster than walking and you don't have to worry about the bus schedule, like, you can go on your own schedule, which, yes, that's true, but also, if y'all have met me, you realize that I am not that talented walking around, so seeing me on a bike, well, as much as that would be a funny video to tape, it would not be a very exciting moment for me. I'd probably be terrified. The one time I went biking with Amanda, my sister, I almost cried, so, and she's crazy, like, she'll just jump out in front of cars and, like, no thank you. Anyways, so, there was that, but, anyways, another topic that, I kind of wanted to cover was, this kind of gets to me. So I turned 23 on Friday. Today's Monday, so. And, yeah. I don't know, I thought, this water, sorry. think I thought I would know what I wanted to do or like who I want to be. Um, and I don't want to waste my 20s. I don't want to wait around for somebody else to tell me how to live my life or how to be or whatever, but in some ways I kind of wish somebody would just tell me. But it's such a catch-22. Like, you want people to help you and you want that, but you also want to be independent and you want to do this stuff on your own and you want to live your own life and you want to be your own person and you want to be successful and you want to do what you want to do and you want to be who you want to be and you want to just live life unregrettably. But the shitty part of wanting to live life unregrettably and wanting to live life to the fullest and live life the way you want to live your life is that it's hard. Like, growing up is really hard and it's really uncomfortable and everybody goes through their own seasons of it and everybody goes through their own moments of like needing this and that. But I think at the end of the day, like, you gotta do it in your own time, in your own season, in your own moment that it's supposed to happen. And I don't think that just because it happens for somebody else the way it happens, like, that's how it's supposed to happen for everybody. Like, some people have jobs right after college. I didn't even actually graduate yet, like, being completely honest. Like, I'm 15 credits shy of graduating. Like, there's a reason why I'm in another country studying abroad. Like, I don't know. I don't know how else to think about it. I don't know. Like, this is about to be my season of figuring it out, of finding a job, of figuring out who I want to be, and like looking at how much it costs to do what I want to do and go where I want to go and be the person that is happy and is joyful and is like myself. And I don't know if I find that person outside of college. And I think that's the thing that scares me the most is like, I found this person that I want to be and who I am, like my truest self, in college. And it scares me to leave because I have to keep challenging myself on my own to not be complacent. And people want me to stay and live in certain places because that's what they're doing, and that's not my life. That's not who I want to be. That's not even remotely on the scale of where I want to be. Like, the places that I want to live, okay, they're different, but it doesn't mean they're bad, doesn't make them wrong, doesn't keep me from being freaking successful in my own words and my own capacity of that. Success is not based off of money or how many people you know or the connections that you have. Success is based on your own views of it. Success is based off of, am I doing what makes me happy? Like, you could work the job and you could be making millions and millions of dollars, but you go home and you're sad every day and you're lonely and you're not doing or living up to your own potential. How does that work out, And I feel like I've seen so many people in my life do that kind of stuff, and at this point in their lives, they're regretting it. But it's too late. They're like old and stuff, So why am I going to look at them and not look at them as an example of what I don't want to do? You know what I mean, too? And that's another thing, is they stand there and tell you, like, get a job, get a job, get a job. Okay, yeah, I'll get a job, but I'm not going to get a career that I don't want, or I'm going to quit the job that I don't want to be at. Props to those people that can stand there and say, I don't want to work there, and actually quit, rather than the people that go in and day out 3 or 4 years and they're like, fuck this job. I'm going to quit. And never fucking quit. The person that goes up there and is like, no, I quit, one of two things is going to happen. One, that person's going to get a raise because they're a badass. Or two, they're going to quit and they're going to find something that they actually want to be doing. And they're going to live up to their potential, and they're going to be successful, and they're going to be happy. Way happier than the person that goes to the job they hate every single day and never does anything different, never changes their life, never figures out their true passions in life. Be happy. Live your life. Do the things that you want to do and stop worrying about everybody else and worrying about all the things that could go wrong in life, and think about all the few things that could go right. When you start focusing on the good and you start focusing on the things that are important to you, you're going to see the world differently. You can look at the world as this like tragically horrible place, and you can stay in your little bubble and never experience life, or maybe you can step out of your bubble of safety, fly off the edge of certainty, and float in the abyss of unknowingness. But you know what? When you're floating there, I think you might learn something. When you're floating there, I think you might just think, oh my gosh, my whole life I've enjoyed doing that. Why am I not doing that? My whole life, that's something that I've always liked to do, and I never thought that that could be my job. Why not? Why not? Find something you're passionate about and turn it into a job. There's a bazillion jobs out there, and you're not taking a chance on yourself. Why? You're not taking a chance on yourself because. Something to think about when it comes to growing up. I mean, I'm scared as crap because I don't know what it really means to be a grown-up. Like, I know how to pay bills and take care of myself, but if you're being honest, I don't know what it's like to do it somewhere where things are actually expensive. Like, Moscow was like nothing. The University of Idaho, very inexpensive in comparison to some other universities. I don't know. I guess I'm really in for it, but you know what? I'm also going to find something that makes me happy and figure out how to do it. You know? Maybe it's not about worrying so much. Maybe it's just about jumping and knowing that something's going to catch you on the way down. Well, that's it for today. I'm going to do my hashtags. So, as per usual, hashtag drink more water. I'm going to chug some. Hashtag, ooh, this is a good one that I've really been looking at myself. Hashtag be your truest self. Be your true self. If you think something's cute and other people think it's ugly, you wear it anyways. If you make a life decision and other people don't like it, are you happy? Are you healthy? And are you safe? If you can say yes to all those three things and you're not lying to yourself, go do it. Who cares? Happy, healthy, safe. That's it. That's all you have to worry about. And my last hashtag of the day is going to be hashtag smile. No. Hashtag turn that frown upside down. Don't worry so much. Life is going to be what it's going to be no matter what. And sometimes you're going to have crappy seasons and sometimes you're going to have awesome seasons. But just remember, you got through those hard times before. Who says you can't do it again? And you know what? Why give up? You could be one step away from going where you're supposed to go. You could be one step away from seeing what you're supposed to see. You could be one step away from being the person that you're supposed to be for the rest of your life. And you're going to give up one step before. Why give up when you can just keep going? You've pushed through all these other problems in your life. You can and will push through this one. Peace and love.